This is awesome. Welcome back, Nathan.
Thank you so much, Mark. I'm glad to be
Um,
back.
yeah, I'm excited to hear what else you're doing and how you continue to be a leader who cares about making a difference out there. This is for On the Fly on our Leaders Who Care series. Tell us about what you're up to.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much, Mark. I'm glad to be here again. And so, yeah, the project that I'm working on now is called the Shared Skies Initiative, and it's really an environmental justice 501(c)(3) nonprofit, and we're dedicated to empowering underserved and frontline neighborhoods and communities with the data, resources, and tools to kind of advocate for better air quality. We kind of approach this issue in a lot of different methods. We have kind of a three-pillared approach. So the first I would say is really research. We're trying to address this critical knowledge and data gap. Second is advocacy. So we're really working on informing and educating the general public and also with an emphasis on youth. And third and finally is, of course, action. We want to see how we can make a tangible difference in the lives of all of these individuals across Dallas. So it's a really amazing project. I've learned so much and collaborated with so many incredible people already, and we're just getting started.
How did this happen?
So I guess it was towards the end of last year, I started thinking more about environmental issues and how they work with social justice issues. And so everyone often thinks about global warming and climate change as issues that kind of impact everyone equally. So oceans are all rising the same everywhere. But the thing is, it actually doesn't impact all of us the same. It impacts oftentimes low income and minority communities very disproportionately. As I started to research more and more about that, I wanted to see how I could make a difference in my local community here in Dallas, where we're known to have pretty bad air quality, and see how I can kind of identify and tackle these different kinds of issues. It's been a very good learning experience. I've done a lot of research focused on Dallas specifically, and also how environmental injustice is impacting cities across the entire world, especially major urban zones like Chicago, Los Angeles, New York City. So I've done a lot of researching as well in that process.
That's awesome. And so the actual product, where do you make it? How do you make it? What does that thing look like?
Yeah, so I guess right now, our main plan is we're actually purchasing sensors from Purple Air. They're a business that has this kind of network of local, low cost, but also high quality, research grade air quality sensors. And what we're doing is kind of deploying them as much as we can to get a good scope of different kinds of Dallas neighborhoods and the air quality in each of those different zip codes. And so yeah, we have these like little air quality sensors. They're maybe this big, and we're just setting them up across Dallas to really paint a picture of the air quality scene. Because right now there is no monitor that can give us this very precise hyperlocal data, which is very critical to solving this issue.
And where do you put them?
So there's a lot of different ways and things to take into consideration when you're placing these sensors. You want to avoid any bias. So you want to keep them away from vents or potential emitters. So things like that. You also want them to be representative of kind of the outdoor air quality in general. If you place them outside in a location that's roughly, I guess, human height, a few feet in the air, then that's ideally the best location. So yeah, we're really just setting them up near schools, hopefully like neighborhood walking routes, community churches, and centers like that, where a lot of people are often there, and so we can kind of get a picture to see how many people we're truly representing with those sensors.
Yeah, super cool. Are there challenges or regulations or whatnot with respect to putting them places?
Yeah, so I guess we have to get a lot of I guess permission with of course like it's monitoring and this data is often not really desirable by a lot of businesses, organizations. They'd kind of out of sight, out of mind. Yeah, we're
That
making
should
sure
tell,
that
sorry to
we're
interrupt, but that should tell us something about the priorities, right?
oh yeah, absolutely, definitely. So we're trying to work a lot with schools specifically to set up these sensors because ultimately one cause for absenteeism or I guess like just recurring absences in a lot of these schools is actually asthma and other respiratory diseases, especially in young children. And so if we can kind of form a partnership there, set up sensors and provide real-time actionable insights to all of these schools, then they can actually benefit by having higher student attendance, just really show them how the air quality is looking on a specific moment in time, and they can kind of influence their decisions from there. So yeah, we're really trying to set up these partnerships with schools, mainly to get permission to host up these sensors.
And so who pays for them?
Right now, we're doing a lot of fundraising. So far, we've raised over $2,000 since I guess launching our campaign just a
Cool.
few months ago, and it's been going pretty well. Each sensor costs around $300, so that's kind of where we're at right now. Continuing to purchase more and also divert that funding into just like actionable items such as hosting events, that kind of thing as well.
So, the I guess the hope would be other schools, companies, businesses, governments, whatnot, see the results of this and expand.
Yeah, absolutely. We're hoping to scale beyond Dallas. I think these issues are very particular and local and specific to our community. So that's why right now we're really focusing on just a few zip codes really within Dallas. But yeah, I think the ultimate goal is to create a general awareness of environmental injustice and how it's impacting us differently. How air quality, something that's so like invisible, is really impacting us very significantly with these respiratory diseases. And yeah, ultimately foster this general awareness, influence future policy as well. A lot of these factors have been structural, so urban planning and zoning, things like that, can also influence the future of air quality. So yeah, we're working with a lot of different important individuals, I guess the schools and also the government, and businesses as well, future regulations on where they can set up different industrial corridors and factories, that kind of thing as well. So,
No, that's awesome. So if people here they want to find out more about it, where do they go?
so we recently launched our website. It's continuing to be updated. We're trying to put as much real-time information on that as possible. So that's just sharedskiesinitiative.org. And we also have like Instagram and Facebook and X as well, which is just at Shared Skies Initiative. So.
All right, I guess the way I could actually conclude this is with this, we could hopefully breathe easier once we get them all out there, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's really trying to show everyone that we should all strive to breathe the same clean air, truly under shared skies. So thank you so much,
Congrats.
Mark.
I mean, as usual, you're doing great stuff. And again, hey, you are a leader who cares. There is no doubt about it. So way to go. We'll spread the word and thanks for sharing more about it.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Mark.